Matt. You're watching No Luck Trucking. Liz is here too. She's just in the back. We got loaded on our, I guess, semi-dedicated route that we normally run when we're near the East Coast. This one's the same one to Tooele, Utah. And this time it actually paid, I'd say, about $300 more, which is good because fuel is expensive. Let's try to navigate this without going off and without hitting the ditch. We are good. Alright. Bear with me for a moment.
In 1/4 mile, take the ramp on the left to US 29 North.
I guess. We finally dealt with the insurance company, took the truck in, got it repaired, had a nice 2 or 3 week vacation. It was nice. Alright. I hate this road. There's not much of an on-ramp there. It just kind of dumps you on, but luckily it's not the busiest right now. Yeah, so we had a nice vacation. Got a lot done to the GTO. We actually got the clutch installed, got the transmission put back up, and my biggest fear was that one of the fittings on the clutch slave cylinder that's inside the transmission would be leaking. I mean, it's pretty common that, you know, you kind of have to, especially with like brake lines and clutch fittings and stuff like that, you have to kind of give them a little extra tightening sometimes. The fluid will kind of like seep out a little bit. So I cranked them as tight as I thought it should be for the aluminum fittings and things like that. So I didn't break them off, but I gave them a good snugging, and luckily they did not leak at all. I was able to get the phone camera in there and take a picture with the flash on, so it gave us a good indication. There was no fluid anywhere. We bled the clutch a bunch, got some air out, got some old dirty fluid from the actual master cylinder, so that got cleaned up, and it has a really good pedal feel. So in other news, we are finally back. We left out yesterday, got the truck all packed up and ready to go, and then we hit our second home, Rafine, Virginia, at White's Truck Stop. We stayed there overnight. It was eerily quiet, actually. By about 8 or 9 p.m., there was not a reefer going, there was no APUs going, there was no trucks idling. It was dead silent. It was weird, but it was nice. Good sleep all the way around. Alright, this is going to be a mess. Everyone merging on.
To US 501 South.
That guy stopped. That's good. Alright, let's get over. Bleed some speed. This is a loop. This is one of those that you get in and it looks a lot sharper of a turn. So we woke up this morning, got over to the pickup, and realized that we didn't have a pickup number. In the rate confirmation they had, she said that she was going to send us the PO number, but never did. So we got here this morning. I mean, they don't have a whole lot of shipments, so they knew which load we were there for, and all the details details, but they still needed a pickup number just to do their checks, which I understood, but they still had us move over to the dock, and they started loading us while we were getting the pickup number. Got that all double checked, and got it all strapped down, got the placards on. But I like the relationship that we have with this agent. I mean, we pretty much just, we text him, we're like, hey, do you have that load? And he's like, yep, got it, I can send it over to you whenever. But we didn't take it right away. It just didn't line up exactly the way we wanted. We wanted to get out Monday. We got the truck back Monday, so we wanted to get out Tuesday, and then hopefully deliver the load by Friday, but we didn't have one that picked up that early in the week. And to be honest, we really just couldn't make a string of loads that paid as well as this did for the time frame that we were going to be. So we stayed at the house for another 2 days, left out, and this one will be due in Monday. So it's good to be back out on the truck, back doing some trucking vlogs. See, there's not a ton of interest in car stuff, but there are some of our audience love the car stuff. So I mean, it's definitely not going to be something that we do all the time, but when we're home working on the cars, you know, I like to document that because that's something that I can look back on one day and kind of document the process that we went through of building the car. And a few people watched it and they were interested, so I don't really get too caught up in like views and subscribers and all that nonsense, but you know, at least somebody enjoyed it. So we're probably going to do our normal routes. We have enough fuel. We're probably going to try to make it over to Oak Grove 70 in Missouri and fuel there. And that's pretty much the halfway point. So we're going to try to get there tonight. I'm going to run my clock down. Liz is going to get us there, and hopefully we'll find a spot, which, I don't know, usually we do. We don't have a problem finding any spots there. You know what? I said a while back that we were going to get a microphone, and I never even grabbed it at the house. So, I don't know. Well, alright. I don't know. I'll edit this video, and if I think we need a mic, maybe we'll order one and pick it up on the way and see if we can find an Amazon locker that we can stop at. We've done it before on this run, so I know it's possible. One big thing that's changed in the 3 weeks that we were off is the rates for Salt Lake City area has kind of tanked, and I'm assuming that's because the weather's warming up and more people are in that area now. But also the fuel prices have jumped up. A few things have changed. Not exactly what it was when we went off the road. Not off the road physically, just in the general sense of trucking. Alright, we're going to get down the road. Probably not a whole lot's going to be very interesting. We'll check in. We'll switch off. We'll document a little bit here and there, but this is pretty much the same run that we have documented 3 or 4 times before, so probably not going to be super in-depth until we get there, maybe dock, see what we get out. If we book a load, I'll probably talk about that a little bit as well. Alright, a little update in the morning. We did not make it over to Oak Grove last night. There was a There's an accident on 70 that had westbound shut down. So Liz made the call to shut it down early, and we found a spot at the Loves. We're about 75 miles away from Oak Grove, so I'm about to head over there. We still need to fuel there and grab a hub cover, since the one that we had got destroyed in the accident, and insurance paid for it. So we bought one at Rafine, but it didn't match well, so we're gonna see what they have at Oak Grove. So we're gonna get down the road. I think we're gonna stop somewhere in Nebraska tonight, but we'll see how it goes. All right, quick updates. We went from 70s and shiny to it's below 30s now. It's a little bit of snow here and there. Wyoming was closed, 80. Surprise, surprise. We kind of expected it. We were hoping we could avoid it, but we didn't. I got to Sydney, Nebraska last night at the Loves, and we stayed there overnight. We were gonna leave out this morning, but between Laramie and Cheyenne was closed, I believe, somewhere around there. I guess due to ice and snow and accidents and stuff, you know, typical winter Wyoming things. But it looks like it's open now, so we're gonna try to get through the bad areas and get on the other side, somewhere past Laramie. Maybe the Laramie Walmart, we might pop in there and grab some things, or there's a Sap Brothers at Cheyenne that was really nice that we've stopped at a few times. Hopefully we can snag a spot there. All right, update time. A lot has happened since the last time that I filmed. We shut down in Sydney, Nebraska the last time that I filmed. Then Liz drove us from Sydney to Little America, Wyoming, once the roads reopened. And we spent the night there, hoping that the conditions were going to improve and not get worse. But we woke up this morning to I-80 westbound closed due to a pretty big pileup. So they closed it basically from the Little America exit all the way up to yeah, right before Evanston. So we were trying to wait it out a little bit and see if they got it cleaned up and got everything moving, but it just really hasn't shown signs. They have a camera, like a traffic camera, right outside of it. We've been keeping an eye on that. They just got to the point where they could get the trucks that were stuck on the road behind the mess going through. So they moved the two trucks that were blocking both of the westbound lanes. They moved them far enough away that they could go right through the middle. But the road is still shut down. So as you can tell, this is not an interstate. So this is US 30. We're taking that up and over, and we're going to drop back down right past Evanston. Right past the closure. So this does add, I'd say, like 70 miles. 50, what did this particular? Okay.
So yeah, probably about 60 miles.
Yeah, so this added about 60 miles to the overall trip, but just got tired of waiting and waiting, because every time the conditions would improve, there would be accidents that would close down the roads and stuff. So they've been closed down since like 5 this morning. And it is currently 2:30. So we're going to take the state route across. It looks like everyone else has the same idea. So we're just kind of slow and steady. Roads actually look really good. Just a lot of congestion. Normally they close 30 at the same time that they close I-80. But that's usually typically because of weather. Because once I-80 closes, there's a ton of traffic that tries to go through US 30, and it's just not really made for that kind of truck traffic. So they usually shut them both down at the same time. Looks like they left this one open because, I guess, the accident. The roads aren't closed because of bad conditions anymore. Everything looks clear. So We have to make it 186 miles by tomorrow we want to get there around 7:30 in the morning, so we have plenty of time. I guess worst case, if there's nowhere to park, we're just going to use the restroom in Salt Lake at one of the truck stops, and then we're going to just go straight to our delivery and just sleep on their lot. They don't have any fences, and they have porta potties, I believe. I'm not sure what these random slowdowns are. We just randomly come to a halt. There's nothing to warrant this. Yeah, so actually I think it was the first time, maybe second time, that I've ever actually gotten food at Little America. We went and ate lunch there. The restaurant over by the truck side was like packed, so we walked over to the car side where they have sit down. They have tables and stuff where you can get your food and sit down. We had a nice lunch there, and we were listening to all the RV tourists talking about how they can't figure out how to find out about the weather and how bad the roads are, and they've never seen pileups like this. And Liz and I were just kind of laughing because, like, I don't know what you were expecting driving through 80, you know, on the tail end of winter time, and yeah, like the backups happen and they do stretch for quite a while. But it was interesting hearing everyone else's view on the shutdown and what they should do differently and the whole nine. It was interesting, but after a while we had to go back to the truck. All right, we're gonna get down the road a little ways and hopefully make it over to Salt Lake today. Past Evanston is the goal. We'll pick up a little bit later. Alright, just turned off of US 30 onto State Route 19. Or no, sorry, State Route 89, which turns into 16 towards Evanston. So far the roads have been perfectly clear and dry. There was a bit of a backup since they were detouring everyone off of 80 west onto US 30, so there was a bunch of traffic and it was slow moving, and we were just like randomly stopping for no reason at weird times. I couldn't make sense of it, but now, I mean, it's pretty clear, smooth sailing. It's about 25 degrees. It gets to the point where it does get to like whiteout conditions when the wind's blowing really hard and the snow's coming down, but so far, I mean, it's, I don't know, it's been nice drive. The view is nice, but man, it could go bad really fast. I see why they close US 30 when they close 80 for weather conditions, because that many trucks, if this road was like any worse, that many trucks on a single file line would not be good. We're gonna get down the road. Hopefully we'll make it to Evanston, past the wreck, get back on 80 and get over to Salt Lake tonight. Alright, spoke too soon about the clear conditions. I had to drop speed quite a bit. There are patches of, it's like little patches of black ice here and there, but we did just enter Utah, so we're getting close. Just gotta take it slow and steady. The wind started picking up, the snow started picking up, but as long as the roads stay empty, we can make it just at our own pace. Well, we made it to our delivery, and now I guess the lock was frozen?
Yeah, it was very frozen.
Oh, you got it?
Yeah.
Cool.
I kept pulling on it for a while, and eventually I was just like, I'm not going to be able to get this.
Everything is frozen.
Do you usually keep the straps off?
Yeah, because I think the last time they put them to the side and didn't put them back in. Sometimes you have to go chase the people for your straps. You got it? we made it to our same dock, same as usual, same process. We go over to the receiving side. They tell us to go over to the shipping side, same dock, same everything. Look how pretty the mountains look, covered in snow. Everything's covered in snow here. But so we managed to make it through 2 road closures.
Yep.
A bunch of snow, taking some state routes around, and we should be able to pick up the next load on time, right?
Yeah, should be able to.
What was the window for that one?
Think of another time that we've done this trip that it was so close to not making it. I think this was the first time that we really actually hit some snow.
Yeah.
Well, no. I guess that when we got stopped in Missouri. That was the only other time that we didn't make, but that time we didn't even make it same week. Remember when they had to move it to Monday?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, when we got shut down completely? Yeah.
Yeah.
That one.
Yeah. I think the window's until 4. I told her I would let her know, but we shouldn't be later than like 2. But once we start getting unloaded, I'll probably shoot her an email.
All right, so I think this is gonna end this video. We'll put out a video since it's been a while since we put out any trucking content, at least a couple weeks. So we'll get this taken care of, get unloaded, get over to the next spot, and we'll probably start a new video then. So as always, thank you for watching. We'll see you on the next one.